Hey guys, it's Carly, and today I want to share a few of my tips for creating DIY enamel embellishments. If you have seen any of my cards, you know this is one of my favorite ways to use die cuts. And today I'm working with some gorgeous stuff from the stamp market. Now, this first little bit doesn't really have much to do with creating DIY enamel die cuts. This is just me not having any hot pink cardstock in my craft room, which is pretty typical. So I thought if anyone else was in the I only have white cardstock boat, that might help. Now, my first official tip is that you want to layer your die cuts. So I layer my die cuts, usually 3 layers, and I like to use this Zig glue pen. And the reason that I do it is because it gives stability. So once I add that glossy medium, whatever I'm going to use, this keeps it from warping or bending or anything like that. So super helpful. And then also you have a nice flat embellishment later to glue onto your card. Now, my next tip is to take a loop of low-tack tape, put it onto an acrylic block, and then stick your die cut onto that surface. That gives you a place to work, and also it'll let you move it later on to dry. So I'm putting my die cut on there, and then I usually use one of 2 mediums, either Ranger Glossy Accents, which I'm using here, or Nuvo Drops. Now, I use the Glossy Accents when I have a bigger surface because I find with the Nuvo Drops, bigger surfaces can cause cracks. So I've talked to Tonic about it. They say you need to let it air dry, so I let it air dry. I still have cracks. I've talked to my friends and there's thoughts about temperature, but I've tried all sorts of temperatures, even extremes like my fridge and my fireplace, and still had cracks. So the secret for me has been small surfaces, Tonic Drops are great, big surfaces, Ranger Glossy Accents are great. Now, if you get a little air bubble like I have here, I recommend grabbing a craft pick and just pulling it out to the side to get rid of it. And then when your accents or your Nuvo Drops are still wet, I recommend adding glitter, because why not? Sometimes it's just fun to have a little extra sparkle. Now, the other great thing about having it on this acrylic block, besides just having a place to work, is now I can take this block and put it far, far away from myself, so no fingers or elbows or whatever accidentally go in that glossy medium while it's wet. So there are my tips. I hope that's helpful for some of you if you're just starting out creating these kinds of things too. You can find more information on my blog. Thanks so much for watching, and happy crafting.